What's up, everybody? Mr. Miller here. We're hitting it with number 114 in the Essential Elements Book 1. The song's called Scarborough Fair. If you have not looked at the videos for 110 and 111 yet, I would highly encourage you to go backwards and look at those videos because we are learning a rhythm that's pretty predominant in this song. One thing to note before we play the song is if you look at the 1, 2, the third measure of the song, you have a note that we had learned previously, but if you forgot what that note is, I would go backwards and I would check out your fingering in number 107 is where you learn that note, as well as especially for the saxophones, clarinets, and flutes, check out your fingerings for the last half of the first line, as some of those notes are the lower notes that we haven't played in a while. So I would go back and I would check out number 33. I would go back, I would check out number 63, as well as number 49. That's where you're going to be able to find those notes if you're having trouble recalling what they were. One thing to also check out before you play is your key signature. And if you don't know a key signature, this is like super important that you remember what this is. And I'm sure your other directors have talked to you about this before, but I'm going to go over it again. So at the beginning, there's 3 things at every song. There's a symbol shape, and right now I don't mind if you don't know what that symbol shape is. And then there's a fraction. Often it'll say 4 over 4 or 3 over 4. That's our time signature. And between the two, there's this area that's going to have all of our flats and sharps. So at the beginning of 114, what I want you to do, I want you to pause the video and I want you to go to your book and I want you to find where that flat or natural or that sharp is, and then when you're done, I want you to unpause the video and continue going on. So for trumpets and clarinets, we have a flat in the key signature. That flat would be B flat. So we learned that note in number, I believe it was, let me go back in the book and make sure I'm telling you the right number. We learned this flat in number 73. So if you don't remember how to play that flat, go back and check that number out. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play through this song and we'll see how it goes. Here's number 114. 1, 2, 3, and here we go. Nice. So if you're struggling with any of those fingerings, I would go back and check out those numbers that we were talking about before, like 107, 73, 75. If you're struggling with those lower notes, you don't remember the fingerings, that would be 49, 33, as well as 63. So really make sure before you go into these songs that you know the fingerings for all of these notes, because if you don't know the fingerings, it's going to be really hard to play this song. And if you are struggling with the rhythm in the third measure, check out number 110 and 111 because we go over that video, or we go over that rhythm in detail in those numbers. So that was number 114.